Hey guys, welcome to Assassin's Creed 3. I've been waiting for this to come out on PC so I can do a Let's Play of it because I don't have a capture card for, like, freaking console, so I did the PC version. So, yeah, that gets that out of the way right now. This is not a blind Let's Play. I've already played the game. I'm just playing it again because I love the Assassin's Creed series, and I kind of want to play the game again to see if I can do a bit better on some of the missions. So it should be good fun. I don't know how much side stuff I'm going to do, although I should actually start because this title screen is going to get boring. I'm going to check my graphics while I talk, because I changed some stuff. I want to make sure it changed. Also, I'm using a controller because I'm just used to using a controller for the Assassin's Creed series because I play on the fucking console, because it comes out first. Because I'm impatient, so I get on the console first. Otherwise, I would, if it came out at the same time, I'd get the PC version first. What else was I going to say? When I played on the console, I didn't really do a whole lot. As you can see, I cranked up everything to max, except for the shadow quality, because my computer doesn't like shadows for some reasons. Maybe a thing with AMD cards in general, but just my computer doesn't really like shadows. It goes to hell whenever shadows show up. Anyways, I didn't do a lot of side stuff in my original playing on the console, and by, like, not a lot of side stuff, I mean, like, none of the side stuff. So I don't know how much side stuff I'm going to do in this Let's Play. I kind of want to just do a mainstream kind of one, where I just go through the main story and everything, but, otherwise, I don't really, I don't know. Yes, I can type the entire name. Okay.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Cool stuff. Totally wasn't eating during that cutscene. I'm always I always get hungry when I'm recording for some reason, and when there's cutscenes and I'm not supposed to talk, I get hungry. It's the only thing I can think about. Oh well. I didn't finish what I was saying before, but honestly, I pretty much said everything I was going to for the most part anyways. So, yep.
We're here.
Honestly, the sprite differences from Revelations to 3 are kind of slightly jarring. They're very noticeably different. They're somewhat the same, but Desmond's face is more long.
Let's go.
Sorry, I'm just letting the cat out the room. I have the door closed in an attempt to try and keep some of the TV's noise out. Also, I should check my frames to make sure they're steady. Ooh, 42 frames. Well, that's not bad. YouTube only fucking shows you at, like, 30 frames per second anyways. Go away, frame indicator. I actually don't know if you guys can see it in this game, because there's a weird black box behind it. Usually it's not there. What's important is none of the frames are really dropping at all.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Oops. Didn't mean to talk over that guy. I'll probably cut whatever he's saying out in, like, middle of what I was saying. In that case, I should say it again. What was I saying? At least my frames are, you know, steady. There's not any noticeable drops. Also, I need to fucking add subtitles, but it won't let me because I forgot to do it. I forgot to do it before it started, and it doesn't let you do it until, like, you walk into this area for some reason. So, sorry for no subtitles for a little bit.
I think we're here.
Since there's no subtitles, I'll have to crank up the game volume itself at those parts where people are talking so you can hear them. Normally I have the volume lowered so you can hear me over the game, but you can still hear the game. But, obviously it's harder to hear what people are saying when I do that sometimes, so... I'll just tweak it. Hopefully you can't hear me chewing. If you can, well... Fuck. Sorry. I'm hungry, okay? Quite pretty. I'm really glad they finally updated the engine for this game. Everything looks a lot prettier. So some of it may just be the art direction. Oh well.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Yeah, them daddy issues.
Okay, Desmond. While you were,
Yes! Alright, let's see, where do I fucking start this thing on? Options, here we go. Let's see here. I don't know why I forgot to add it before. General? Here we go, subtitles. On. Why would blood on ever be off? So, subtitles on. Let's do this. Much better. Now I can talk over people. Yes! Actually, I won't talk over people if I can. Well, during cutscenes. Normal conversations, I might.
Constantinople. We picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
There you go.
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
The color choice isn't the best for this, though, but, yeah. But yeah, during scenes like this, I'll talk over people sometimes if they're talking, but that's what the subtitles are for. During cutscenes, I'll still keep my mouth shut because I like to have people enjoy the story. But yeah, this is a very interesting, well, not really all that interesting. It's a pretty cool little tutorial, though. It shows a bit of a slight preview of the new running mechanics, I believe. Or at least the improved usual running mechanics, because, oh god, I shouldn't talk about the story. I mean, I'm uploading it later than, like, everyone else, like, and it's been a month since the console version came out. I'm assuming everyone knows all the plot twists in the game, but I'll still refrain, just in case, there are people who don't know. Also because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't ruin it for people who already know about it, but it does ruin it for people who don't. So, I'd rather take the safe route and not ruin it for people. But yeah, the running mechanics are slightly different in this game. I'm not entirely sure about the PC controls, because I've never really used the PC controls. But I'm assuming the mechanics are still the same, though. Normally, I would hold, like, high-profile mode for, like, everything. But in this game, there's a lot less emphasis on it. You need to do high profile mode to, like, jump and run on stuff, but, oh. Oops. Hang on. Hang on. Don't move. I can do this. There we go. Knew I could jump back on. Alright. Normally I have high profile mode on all the time, and hold, A. The A is the jump button, but it's what you I normally hold that because it also, when you hold high profile, you kind of jog, but then you hold A to, like, full on sprint. They kind of changed that, so now you have to, like, not, do that, because if you held A when you go over this, you'll jump over it. Like, hang on. Normally when you're holding A because you want to sprint, what happens when you go over this is you'll jump over it. Which, it kind of sucks, but without holding A, you just jump onto it. You'll still jump off of it if you hold forward, but that's why there's a lot less emphasis on holding the jump button this time around when you're playing. It's just when you need to make leaps for stuff, like, wow, that kind of thing right there. That was interesting. But yeah, it's just for stuff like that mainly. If you need to do, like, longer leaps, or, like, if Desmond or whoever you're playing wouldn't normally jump, that's what the A button's for. And other things, but, it's kind of cool that there's a little bit of less emphasis on it. That way there's one less button to hold down while you're doing stuff. Honestly, I like the change. It just took me a little bit to get used to, because I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to be holding A until, like, 5 minutes later.
We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what
This scene is fucking cool. Just how you're walking along and shit's just kind of, like, sorting itself in as you go. That's so cool. God damn it, I shouldn't be eating during normal gameplay. Just cutscenes.
Sir, everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Game's holding a very, very steady 42, 43 frames per second, which I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be at or not, but the title screen said it was at 60. I don't know if turning any of my stuff down will make it any quicker, though. This seems like it's going pretty steady.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
Honestly, only some people can see the difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. Also, was that guy who I thought he was? I mean, you won't know because you haven't played the game, but I'll point it out later. But that guy looked very similar to someone else in the game. Damn it, I should hold on to the recording so I can fucking put this video footage back up when that happens so I can compare it. I don't know, it's kind of hard because in this game a lot of faces get reused, so...
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Be a fine gentleman and walk across.
My apologies.
All these fake wigs. What was I saying before I walked into the building?
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I'll save it for after the cutscene.
Can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Oh, before I look at him, what I was talking about before, very few people can actually see the difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. Or I guess quite a few can, but some people can't. I'm one of the people who can't really see a difference between 30 frames per second and 60. So that's why even though it's at 42 instead of 60, it seems like it's 60 to me. But it doesn't matter. Because YouTube only plays videos at 30 frames per second, so even at 42 frames, this is just fine. Also, look at him. There we go.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Lazy dog. When I took him the time